I guess technically good morning since it's 12:19 a.m. on Wednesday, but this is me shopping for monitors while my monitor does whatever the heck this is. Hello, good morning everybody. It is tomorrow. um, I guess just in case for my own sake, I will say this is the vlog for November 5th, just in case I get a little confused. Um, the reason this is starting at the end of the day is because nothing happened. um, yeah, this is one of those days where nothing happened, so I kind of have to kind of talk about whatever today, which isn't the most ideal situation. Um, Vlogs are interesting, right? Because, especially a daily vlog, they're interesting because you have to make something every day. And not everything happens every day. Like, I'm sure we all live a very similar experience where some days are very, very enticing and some days are very, very exciting. There's something moving, there's something happening. But then other days, there's nothing. And when you have a vlog, the days where there are nothing, you have to find a way to create something. And that's difficult, because like on the days where there's nothing, you just have to find something to talk about. So like, let me find something to talk about. So today, I woke up fairly early. My class got canceled, which has been happening more often recently, and I'm becoming more and more grateful for it because it's giving me more time to work on other things. But it got canceled today, so I was able to work on other things today. And I did so by finishing out all of the October vlogs. So those are all done, and I think they should be scheduled tomorrow. And now the goal is, or at least the plan is, to do the, I guess now 5 vlogs that are to be done for November. So do the November vlogs. And the November vlogs are, I think I remember them being fairly short, or at least fairly simple to edit. So I don't think I'm gonna have too much of an issue with those. And then I'll be caught up again. And that'll be so nice. And that'll be so, so, so nice. But you gotta make them first. What else? After I did that, I went to work. This is my first time going to work in a little bit. But I got my schedule for the next week, and it's official now. I think it's fairly safe to say that my hours got cut, which we knew that was going to happen, right? Because at work, I don't know if I've mentioned on the blog, we've been running with 3 managers, 1 full-time, 2 part-time. And recently, I don't know who made the decision to hire another full-time manager. And that person was chosen, and they've started, and they've been here for, let's say, 2 or 3 weeks now. And because of that, we now have 2 full-time managers and 2 part-time managers. Now, in case you've never worked retail or really don't understand how that system works, every store gets a set amount of hours. And hours meaning just like hours that can be worked. That it's not, or at least for the companies that I've worked, or both of them, it's been, there's a set amount of hours that the store is allowed to have people scheduled for. And the manager, or whoever is supposed to be making the schedule, has to allocate those hours accordingly to make sure that you're using basically all of them and not going over, or maybe you'll leave a little, you'll have extra or something, I don't know. And the way that works is the people who are full-time have to have full-time hours. So they'll get 40 out of whatever batch that you get. So we now have, so the store director is taking 40 hours out of our batch. And we now have, well, I guess I should say beforehand, and then the 2 part-time managers were taking, give or take, 20 each. And then the associates took what was left. And before that, I'm sure you remember, I was getting like somewhere between 3 to 5 days a week, which was pretty cool. because I was getting, you know, larger paychecks. I was able to save more, invest more, whatever. But now that we have this fourth manager, we have the store director that's taking the 40. Then we have another another manager that's taking another 40. So between the two of them, that's 80 hours. And then the two part-times, I think they're getting between like 10 to 20 around so, because even their hours got cut. So now there's just less hours for us because we're at the lowest level. We get allocated less, which means I'm gonna take a bit of a pay hit. I'm supposed to get paid in the next day or two, and I'm a little concerned about what it's gonna look like. But whatever it ends up looking like on Friday, it's just gonna be what my checks look like now. And it's a little scary, it's a little daunting, because I have a lot of things I need to pay for and a lot of things that need to happen soon that are all reliant on money. So income is literally the most important thing right now. It is literally an income problem. But I have prepared myself for this because I know that it could happen at any point in time. So I'm very much prepared for it. I'm just not happy about it because the money that comes out, I would like to put it back in. And it's going to be a lot of money coming out, so I would like it to, you know, come back at a reasonable point in time. But MJ and I have been talking, and we do have a plan to get through that, which I will be talking about a little later. And I know I'm keeping so many secrets from you guys. I understand that. I know. I promise it'll be worth it. I think if this goes the way I want it to go, everything's gonna make sense. But for right now, we have to keep it simple. But yeah, that's okay. Anyway, that's all I really wanted to talk about today. I'm making less money, but I have a plan to try to make more money. Will it work? But it's worth a shot, right? I'd rather take a shot in the dark and make it, and not make it, rather than not know. All right, so I'm gonna end the vlog there and make my sandwich. So thank you so much for watching. Let's meet back tomorrow for something different. Good night.